Hey guys, so like I said, there's one more review for 2017. It is my fragrance of New Year's, today, tonight, and for 2018. It is Alexandria Fragrances New Year's Eve. I received this a few days ago and I've been enjoying it very much. I sprayed a little bit on, I'm about to go work out. But on my skin, this is it's pretty linear, okay? So the things that I get the most are a lot of sandalwood. It's a very clean, there's also a very clean musk in there. And it's not listed in there, but this has a very appley, like an apple quality to it on my skin. It almost smells like one of those red candy apple hard candies. So I don't know if you put any apple in it, but it smells like that on my skin. It's so crazy. And I do get that rose, and it's very fresh and bright. When you first spray it on, it's so like crisp and bright, like it's almost like sparkling. And I really, oh my god, I love this fragrance. Out of his holiday collection, this one is my favorite. I'm actually enjoying this one more than Christmas Eve. Not that Christmas Eve is bad. It's just that I feel like this is more of a crowd pleaser. It's more versatile. Christmas Eve, it's not like a heavy fragrance, so let me just clear that up. But this one, like, I could see men, women going for it. You could wear it to work, to play, you know, date night obviously, and it has this quality to it. Like I said, it's very people pleasing. And one thing that really took me by surprise is my guy hates like 90% of the stuff I wear. It's just too funky, conceptual, whatever, or too, you know, masculine, or yeah, those are usually his complaints. So I sprayed this on the other day, and it was after I got out of the shower but before I was making dinner, and he was like, wow, that smells really good. This almost smells like something I would pick up in a department store, like a designer fragrance. And I think that's one of the reasons why he likes it, because he's very like big into designer fragrances. Again, he doesn't like any like niche fragrances that I own. I think he probably likes 2 out of all the ones that I own, which is not a lot. And he generally, like, if he picks out a fragrance for me, he'll go and he'll pick out a designer fragrance for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think this has like a lot of qualities that you would find in a designer fragrance, as far as like the way it wears, the kind of smell it is, like as far as people pleasing goes. Projection is excellent on it. I sprayed this on last night too, and when I woke up it was still there. It was still very present on my skin. Just also to mention, there's a real creaminess to it, and you can also smell that vanilla. It's not like Play-Doh, but it's a very, like, you know how sometimes vanilla has that like Play-Doh quality? It's very faint in there. It's a very faint, it's in the background. I mainly get the sandalwood, heavy dose of sandalwood, and rose, and a clean musk, but that vanilla is like in the back. But I swear there's something about it. It smells like candied apple, like the little red hard candies. I want to know what kind of candy aspect there is in it. Like, it's definitely a gourmand. It's not sickeningly sweet, but it's just the right amount of sweetness in there. I really, really, really enjoy this one. I also did receive some crazy pineapple, and like I mentioned earlier, some Christmas Eve. And between the holiday stuff, this one is totally where it's at. So hopefully there'll be a few more batches out so that if you didn't order yours, you can still get it. I'm hoping. And hopefully he'll do an encore release or an intense version. I don't know. He's got to do something, because you cannot just release this once. You got to do something with it, because it's that good. It's that good. I'm actually a little sad that this is a limited edition. I really feel like Henny should make like a special batch and just save it, vault it, and sell it in like small quantities if he can, because it's so special. Or do like an intense version, because this would be really good as an intense version too. And maybe do like it as an encore and bring it back for some sort of other special occasion. I would think that a lot of people would look forward to that, or do just one more encore version so that the mask can get it, because it is really, it's really wonderful. It's so clean and bright, and it just makes you, I don't know if, you know, sometimes the name kind of influences your opinion, but I can see why he named this New Year's Eve, because it smells very fresh, like the beginning of a year, and it's so bright and clean and sweet. So it's like everything that you want in a new year. You want a clean, bright, fresh start that's sweet and full of endless opportunity, and you just feel very positive about what's coming in the new year. I know that's the way a lot of people feel. So it's a very appropriately named fragrance, and it's just so delightful. I think also the novelty of it, just the fact that, you know, it's in a limited supply and it was made and it's just released for this time of year, also adds to the specialness of this. So I am going to go into a little bit of chit chat now, and if that's not your thing, I totally get it. You can go. Don't forget to enter my PK and Demeter giveaway. I'm doing the drawing tomorrow, and I'll put the video to that at the end of this. You have to enter in there, and you can win either a sampler set of the PK perfumes or the Demeter Zodiac collection over there. And if you're leaving me now, I hope you have a happy, healthy, safe new year. I will see you guys in 2018. But if you're staying around, then just give me one more second and I will be right back. I'm going to talk about why I hate New Year's resolutions, and I never set them, goals for 2018, and a recap of what happened in 2017. Because if you've been following me all last year, you know there's been like a lot of life changes. It's been pretty crazy. So where to begin? I started my website and YouTube channel in 2016, around July and August. They both kind of launched around the same time, but obviously the website took a little bit longer to set up. And for my first year, I really had larger goals than what I had achieved, but there were a lot of things that happened in that one year. For example, I was just getting like settled into Columbus, Ohio, and we weren't really happy there, so we ended up moving back to Florida. But moving across states, it's not like the easiest thing. There's, you know, logistics, there's money, there's jobs. It's a lot. And, you know, it was easier for my guy to move because he kept his job. Like, I had to find a new job, and I tried when I moved to Ohio switching career paths, and it was just really trying for me emotionally and like financially. It's been interesting. So we got back to Florida, and you know, those who are close to me know this. I really don't talk about it too much, but when we first got back here, I kind of put my website on hold, and I did put my YouTube channel on hold because I was hired to manage a website for a local club. So I had to design their website from scratch and maintain it. And that was very time consuming. Like, because when I was trying to get my website and my YouTube channel launched, you know, there were a lot of sleepless nights where I'd be up until like 2 a.m. working on it. And I don't think that like a lot of viewers really understand, you know, those of us who do work full time, we are up until sometimes 2 a.m. working on stuff because we enjoy it, you know? So I was really upset because I kind of like abandoned my website I did. I didn't post anything for a very long time. And you know, I was just doing Fragrance Fridays for a while because honestly I just didn't have the energy to do it all, because I work as a paralegal from 8:30 till 5 and I have an hour commute each way to work. And you know, I was also working out, I was training for a marathon. There were just so many things going on. Like I don't know how I made it through 2017, but I did. So toward the end of 2017 in December, I decided to do Fragmas, which was a really great experience for me because it taught me that I can post on a more frequent basis. But also one of the things that made that possible was I was no longer managing that website for that company. It was just too much to do. So now I'm able to better focus on my channel and my website. So I'm really going to make more of an effort on that in 2018. I'd really like to at least double my subscribers if possible, but also work on like traffic to my website. That's really important to me. I've been, you know, trying to get better at posting on there because it's easier to put a video together than it is to write a post about something, because you have to read it, type it, reread it, edit photos like crazy, etc. And I've had a lot of companies reach out to me, not fragrance related, to do things, and I intend to. So I'm going to be working on that. I really want to expand the types of things that I am covering, because I originally created my YouTube channel and my blog, my website, for just reviews, products and services, experiences. So I really want to get back to what I originally intended to do. You know, I've kind of dug into the fragrance and I love it, but that wasn't my original intention, just to be a fragrance channel and website. So I'm going to do what I originally set out to do, and I'm going to cover more topics. You know, I have a lot of products that I have to write about. They're long overdue, and I'm going to make a list and work on it. And that is my goal for 2018, is to really focus down on that. Also, hold on, I gotta change my battery. Okay, sorry about that. Also, me and my guy have been talking about maybe buying a house. You know, we've been renting for about 4 years now. We're going on our 4th year of living together, and it's about time to like buy something because I'm pretty sure the prices and rates of everything will be going up soon. Also, you know, we keep throwing all this money away on rents, and I really don't like the location we're in right now, so we want to move. And we're gonna move north a little bit, nowhere crazy, not like Orlando or anything, but probably, I don't know, Pompano, Deerfield, something like that. So that's, you know, I've been working on getting finances in order, saving money, and that is a goal for 2018 that we share together. What else? Okay, New Year's resolutions. So I am not making any resolutions. I haven't done it for years now. I don't knock anybody who does them. I know it's a popular time to do like a fitness resolution, which, you know, I applaud. I think everybody needs some sort of motivation to get something started. I just hope that, you know, if it doesn't go the way that you had initially planned it out in your mind, like, don't give up. You know, you don't have to wait until the beginning of 2019 to get started again, or the beginning of a month, a week. Like, you can always pick something up. And I think that's like the biggest issue I have with resolutions. So my goal is to, you know, run another marathon this year, also in addition to working on my website, etc. So anytime I do something positive toward achieving my goal, I put X amount of either dollars or cents into a fund. And I know it sounds silly, but I've done this for years, and it's just a really awesome way to motivate yourself, because you'd be surprised at how quickly all that money adds up. And I'll give you an example. So the first time I ran a half marathon, every time I went for a run, I put $1 in a jar. Well, guess what? Sometimes I was running 2 times a day. So before I knew it, I had a few $100s saved up. That money went toward new running shoes, you know, like a new heart rate monitor, clothing. It went far, like you'd be surprised. But it was really motivating for me to watch my money grow. And every day, the act of just putting that dollar in was like a positive reinforcement. And at the end, I had a large sum of money, and I was able to treat myself for all my hard work. So you gotta like set some sort of reward system in there too. And again, it doesn't have to be fitness related. I'm probably not going to do $1 every single time, but every time I load a video or every time I do a post on my website, I think I'm going to put 50 cents in my container, because a lot of times I'll do both at the same time. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then every time I work out, I will put 50 cents in my container. So that'll be my way of motivating myself and keeping on track. And like I said, I'm gonna break it down into smaller goals. So first off is to make a list of everything that I want to review for the first quarter of 2018, and then break that down into months, and then further break that down into weeks, and set a goal. I'd like to post on my website at least twice a week. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. And I'd also like to post on my channel at least twice a week. It may be 2 fragrance videos, it may be 1 fragrance and 1 other type of video, but I'm really making a strong effort to post at least twice a week on both forms of media. So I'm putting it out there, because sometimes when you say what your goals are and your intentions are, you know, you stick to them because other people know it and they can call you out on it. So 2017 has been such an amazing year. I've made so many new friends. It's so crazy how something like Facebook, YouTube, and my website can like bring so many people together and just expand your network by so much. It's been such a learning experience. You know, there's been good, there's been bad, but I don't regret any moment of it. I love meeting all of you. You know, not all of you, I haven't met everybody yet, but I hope to one day meet a good portion of the fragrance community and the beauty community. But I've met so many people in real life, and it's just such a surreal experience every time that happens, because it's like you talk to these people for so long and then you're like face to face with them, and it's like, oh my god, is this really happening? And I don't regret ever starting this channel or the website, because it's helped me work on personal things. Like, I'm kind of not into groups and crowds as I get older. I'm kind of an introvert, like, so it kind of forces me to interact with a lot of people, which can be difficult sometimes, because like I love just sitting at home. I'll be real, like there is nothing more that I love than just hanging around the house in some PJs, eating popcorn and watching TV and just keeping to myself and having a very simple, quiet life. But having the channel and like interacting with people, it gives me reason to like get out and like socialize, and it makes me very happy inside. So I'm so thankful for subscribers I have, all the friends that I've made, and you know, I look forward to making more friends and obviously getting more subscribers, and I want to meet a lot more people in real life too. So maybe there'll be some traveling involved. It's gonna be a crazy 2018. I'm going to get my workout on now. So I hope you all out there have a happy, healthy, safe new year. Here's to another fabulous year. I'm just so happy that like so many of you guys have been crazy supportive and have stuck around and watched all my nonsense that I post. If there's anything that you want to see in 2018, like maybe a different style, if you'd like me to switch things up or whatever, I am totally open to feedback. You won't hurt my feelings. I've built a pretty thick skin. Just put it down below. I'd love to hear some feedback. Or if it's something like harsh that you don't really feel comfortable putting on a public forum, I understand. You can email me at info@thecriticalvirgo.com. Again, I love feedback. Good, bad, whatever. I love it all. So let me hear from you guys. And yeah, hope you guys are safe, and I'll see you again in 2018.